I'm sorry, what was that again?
Like, share, and subscribe. My name is Albert.
All right, guys, we got a quick review, new product. I think it just came out a couple weeks ago. I got an email from Black Scorpion Gear. I'm not a huge Black Scorpion Gear guy. Their hangers are okay. I didn't like their mag pouches because there's just a ton of screws to make adjustments, and they're tiny Torx, or not even Torx, they're tiny little hex, but they're not the best quality. So when I've had them, I've always switched out the screws, and I just kind of stayed away from their mag pouches and went with double alpha. But I will say, I've liked their hangers. I still use their hangers, but now they have this new one, this quick mount setup. So that's right now, you can see I have it on the hanger on my Blaze. And what it is, it allows you to just switch holsters and not change any gear out. You don't have to go sit there and take screws. And if you guys know, you buy new guns, new holsters, you're probably having to change the mounting block, the hanger itself. You're probably looking for spares, or you're having to order more again. I've been through that because not everything fits the same. So this quick mount works pretty awesome. All right, so like, let's say right now I got the Blaze and the Bull Armory here, and this is just for video. It is clear, nothing in there. We can get a close up. I'll zoom in or whatever later. We're nice and clear, but I'm shooting the Bull Armory, right, just like normal. So let's just say for some reason you're in a competition, something goes bad, or you're just training and you want to train with a couple different guns. This works nice. So all I'm going to do here is, of course, I would take my pistol out somewhere, make sure it's safe, right? And then all I would do is change my holster out. 1 second. So let's say I want to shoot this thing. Don't mind the blue tape. I got some recoil lugs that I don't want falling out. But let's say I wanted to shoot the GTO. Calls for a different holster. Not a problem. Ready to go. I didn't have to change anything out. I did it standing up. And it is solid. There's no wiggle. Perfect. Entire new holster. Clipped right on. And I can go ahead and start training with this. One thing you got to keep in mind is, of course, make sure all your mags are going to fit your spacers. Hopefully you got some easily adjustable ones where you can adjust that spring in the back. But the double stack, these are both 2011s or 1911 double stack. They all fit fine, the mags and the pouches. So you see how easy that was? There are some duty or carry systems like that. I think Safariland makes one. I can't think of the other company. I may put it up there if I do some research, if I remember to. But for competition, I never really seen it. So this one is pretty awesome, because I know when I'm training, sometimes I like to train with two guns, and I have two belts. So I gotta take my whole belt off, put a whole nother belt on. Now this makes it super fast, super convenient. And the build, let me go ahead and show you guys how this works. And get this out. Again, we have a clear weapon. Nothing in the chamber. You can see that. So here, you can just kind of, there's a spring action button right here, and as you can see, there's no wiggle room. It's tight. All you do is press this in, lift up, and so let's go ahead and get this out of the way, and we'll talk about this. All right. So what makes it awesome is the belt itself, the hanger, excuse me. So now they have this little V slot in here, and this detent that holds it, right? And you got to, it's like spring loaded. You got to press this to let it open up. But so it's a new mounting block. So essentially what happens, this little V slide will just slide in there like that. And I'm not even looking, I'm trying to do it not looking. Just like that, and it pops in, and this doesn't move. And just press it again, pops right off. So you have to have the mounting block and the new hanger system. And as you can see, it's the same quality. If you look at the hanger system, it's the same metal material. I think it's the T75 or T, whatever the number is. I'll post it up. But it's their same good quality. I do like that they changed the screws on here to flatheads instead of those weird hex that they use that kind of strip all the time. But I'm sure if you find the right pitch thread, you can change these out to Torx screws or whatever. But awesome, awesome system. You can buy the hanger and the mounting block together, but they also sell these individually. They're like 30 bucks or something like that. And you can see, I think these are, my holsters are Blade Tech pattern. So as long as you have the 3 or 4 holes going straight up and down, you just need 2 holes there, and these 2 screws will go in there. So as you can see, this is a holster from Black Scorpion Gear, but my other holster that you saw for the Blaze is it's a Red Hill Tactical. And so luckily I had the same or similar pattern where I was able to get those 2 screws and just switch out the mounting block. If you have other holsters, you can just buy this piece, take off your other mounting gear on it, and switch it out to the quick, I think it's called a quick mount release system. Change this block out on all your holsters if you like it, and then you can just start switching them out like nothing. I have a hard time because I got a big old gut. That's why they call me Fat Tactical, and I can't really see. So I got to do this number if I wanted to get it on the first try. So for us PHAT guys, you got to keep that in mind, that sometimes we got to kind of move some of this extra stuff out the way. But it's
loose muscle.
It's just a little loose muscle. That's all it is. But awesome system. Switch them out real quick. Again, the only thing you got to keep in mind is make sure whatever guns you're switching to, your pouches are going to work with it, right? You don't want to switch to something, then your mags don't even fit in here. So make sure you can adjust them as well. But awesome. I haven't ran them in competition. I don't think they're going to be a problem. So maybe you'll see an update with me running and gunning with these. But right now, I mean, I've been waiting for something like this. I've been buying so many different things, but I think this is going to solve it. So final review, this thing is pretty awesome. So just giving you a close-up again, I ran it in competition, 7, 8, 9 stages. I think it was 7 stages. No issues at all with the hanger. Again, this is really what this video is about, is this hanger. Great material, great design. So again, spring action pushes this out, and what allows this holster to set free. So when you press this in, it's locked in. There it's locked. Press it, slides right out. So this is what holds it in here with this design, this little notch right there. And again, you can adjust this up and down. You got some little bit of cant adjustability there to turn your holster according to your draw. But again, super nice. There's not, I hear some noise. Let me see. Just very amount of wiggle, but you can barely see it. But I drew the gun every stage, reholstered with no issues whatsoever. And again, what makes this awesome, and as long as, again, keep that in mind that your mags, depending on what guns you're switching out to, are the same size and you don't need to make any adjustments. But here's my P211 holster. This is a Black Scorpion gear, same mount. And again, I can just as easy switch, and it ain't going anywhere unless I press the button, take this off. And I went ahead and ordered another one for whenever they allow my SXG back on there. So, and that'll be awesome with the P211 and the SXG, because again, those both take the same mag. So 2 different guns, one's a 2011, the other one's striker fired, but same mags for those, so I don't have to worry about that. Same hanging system, just that easy. So for me, I love this product from Black Scorpion Gear. I mean, yeah, that's going to solve a lot of my issues of having to buy so many different hangers sometimes. Again, just make sure you have, for me, I think the Blade Tech worked easy because it's these 2 screws fit in 2 out of the 3 holes that are there. And I was just able to mount that. So you can see this one, I didn't have this little nub doesn't go far down to get it at the bottom like I did this one. So Black Scorpion Gear has that longer platform because, of course, they're accounting for you to put this on there. But not a problem. I did have the hole for these 2, so not a big deal. And then the Comptac, same thing. I had enough for the 2 holes here in the center, one up top, one down here. And just for the sake of it, in case anybody needs it, let's see how far apart those holes are. So I'm just gonna go from the center. They're about 1.5 inches apart. So if I go from the center of the hole, they're about 1.5 inches apart. So if you need to check your holster, you just gotta have those 2 diagonal, or not diagonal, but vertical holes 1.5 inches apart, and you have enough for that. If you got one, maybe even down here, which is the one that has the bottom, the one straight from Black Scorpion gear, obviously you shouldn't have any issues. That's those two holes are 2 inches apart if I'm going from center to center. So you can check your holsters. But 3 holsters, 3 different guns, all the same mounting system, and again, awesome. 2 thumbs up for me. I'm gonna keep running this. Send you an update if there's any issues. Drop any comments or feedback down below. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, reach out to me on Instagram under fat_tactical. Appreciate you guys. Recording? You can see from here up?
Yes.
Okay. It's focused?
Yes.
All right. My hair's okay? All right.